All right, wife's asleep, kids are asleep, let's play some video games. My name is not John Smith and today we're playing Timberborn. Welcome to the 50th episode of Beaverome. In this episode we are going to build something for the Badwater overflow that's going to happen in 2.5 days here. As you remember, this top layer of the aqueduct is used for Badwater overflow during a bad tide, and currently it would drop here in our new, I guess, cleaned up lake here, and we don't want that. Well, I guess maybe it will happen for this bad tide, and so we'll have to clean this up again, but that's not a big deal. One of you guys came up with an idea in the comments about how we could do that. So the idea was to have the Badwater drop into a, whirlpool-like drain, reminiscent of the ancient Greek, I guess, monster, Charybdis. So I hope I can, show you some pictures that I found on Google right now. And yeah, we'll try to do something like that. I'm not sure if I actually can manage something nice looking, but we'll try to do it. What I think I'll also tackle in this episode is, small things that need fixing, like, for example, those potatoes over there. They are not irrigated. I guess somehow we messed it up along the way. Can't remember when that happened. Things like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get going with at least one tiny bit of aqueduct here so that we can, make the junction. Okay, well, so not 100%, or as you saw, I wasn't 100% sure how I want to do this. Since we don't need the lower layer here for irrigation purposes, at least that's the... Yeah, no, I don't think that we'll need that because we do have water over here. And this is going to be a lake. Not sure how far up the lake will go, how high it will be, but this will be a lake. So then I wanted to extend this bit. Yeah, hold on. One thing after the other. So we don't need the we don't need the lower layer. This is why I merged the upper layer down into the lower one. I hope we'll have some nice small waterfalls here. We'll see. And then the drop here, I wanted to extend that further away from the pillar so that we can have a nice, looking maw thing down there. Looked weird when I made that even further away, or even, bigger or larger or wider or whatever. So I hope this is going to be enough for a nice looking moor down there. We'll find out. If not, then we can always rebuild this part. Yeah, bad tide will hit in 0.8 days, so we'll get contaminated water in there. I guess it's okay. I'm now gonna fix the last bits here so that the bad water will actually go over here. Once this is done, we shouldn't get good water in there because this is still sealed, and we'll probably, I don't know yet, we'll see if that stays like it is, and we'll connect this for our beavers to, well, be able to work there. Yep, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, needed a bit of scaffolding. The most important thing is this up here, because they obviously can't work on this part before they can build, you know, those overhangs here. So we'll need to build the pillar first, and once they can build those bits, then they'll be able to work from up here again. So yeah, scaffolding for the beavers from that's technically still Beaverome, right? Yeah. Then beavers from ancient Beaverome can help down here, and also from Beaverome over there. Just the lowest bits here. While we wait for that, ignore the water curtains. How can we fix this? Okay, this is irrigated. Why is it not being worked? Is the farmhouses are now too far away? How did that happen? Was the range of a farmhouse changed? Why is this farmhouse sitting down here? I'm pretty sure all those things can be reached even if we moved it further up there. What about putting the farmhouse here? Or even up there? What if I put it here? Pretty sure there's storage below it. Yeah, great. We can still do that. Storage. Farmhouse entrance. I mean, that would get rid of a bit of land usable for farming. Let's see. Gonna remove the sunflowers here so that I can have a better look at the range. Oh yeah, and as you can see, we now have Badwater coming in this well, lake again. So I guess we need to be able to drain that once again. And I think I'll build some sluices here so that they'll be able to drain it. Or that I'll be able to drain it again. Which means I'm probably just gonna dynamite those two bits. Build two sluices here, and then we can open the sluices and have all the water flush out. So this is now the most important thing. Yeah, probably everybody in here will get sick. Because I guess the water over there is pretty contaminated already. Yeah, so stop working on that. And remove those stairs. Yeah, whatever. Okay, doing all the things at once again. Efficient farmhouse. If I put it here, then everything up there can be reached and everything down there can be reached. And we'll have... Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. We'll need to get rid of this statue, this land, and then we'll also build... Also those stairs are in our way. I guess we'll Need to redo them, I don't know, over here. We'll also build the storage back. So this will be the exit for the storage, which means we'll have a path going through here. This is quite the destruction happening. That's just how it is. Okay, we'll do that a bit later. Now, this should be done. Detonate. So now the water should be able to flush out of the map here once again, and we'll build sluices here so that I can close this. Now they'll be set to always open. Highest priority on them. Not sure if I guess the Badwater now comes out of this hole and not... And yeah. And it's getting more water in here now from this and not less. Because the pressure from the water sources is too high. But that's okay, it's temporary. Once those sluices are built, then the water can only go in one direction, and that is out of the map. Hold on. Yeah, now you can see it. Water can now then only go there and not come out of this again. Okay, so yeah, this will be okay. Another area that I want to fix, or at least, well, let's say at least work on now, is this bit here. I also still wanna redo the water pumps. Not sure if I wanna do that now. I think for that we'll need to be safer with our water. But this area here needs a bit of cleanup, so just gonna do that now. Oh, that was probably not the best idea. Now we have water leaking out here. Whoops. Also wasn't necessary. Too late now. Okay, those sluices are in, so we should no longer get bad water coming out here. Oh no, this is now draining. Yeah. Pillar coming along. They can no longer help from over there. Get rid of the path. I think I also want to hide more of this power connection here. Should be possible. We want to connect this probably down by 2. So in order to not disturb everything and be able to go down. Dynamite once, dynamite twice. And then build a tunnel from here. Should work. I guess we can get rid of this here. We'll never use this power generation again. And we also not going to use the Badwater pumps. Although we could probably temporarily use them as soon as this is higher to get some bad water out of here, which is not necessary, right? Our bad water storage for this district is almost full. Yeah, we can just get rid of it. How much bad water do you have? 10k on the whole map, so never mind. Remove it. I don't think that we'll have the lake ever be on this height again, so I could, you know, build some storage in this wall. Let's try that. How about... I mean, if this staircase would stay here, then we could... dig in here, right? And build a log storage, maybe. I'll try. I think I'm already regretting doing a whole lot of things at the same time. You can tell me in the comments below if that, you know, if I should focus on one thing for an episode again and not do, or maybe two things and not do, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6 different things. Did I forget something already? Maybe. Why are you not placing the explosives here? Do you have better things to do? Or do we not have explosives in this district? Yes, we do. Maybe we don't have enough workers. You know, builders. 8 unemployed. I could build a builder's hut somewhere. Is this too close to the temple? Maybe it is. You know, what I should have done is find stuff for the beavers to do in other districts and not in the same district. So, you know, side projects. So what about over here? So bread and carrot storage is almost full. We can safely expand that again. Over here where we have mega log storage, maybe. Let's see. So, I don't know. Carrots. And bread. And somehow we want to get up there again. So something like that. This is now connected, this is connected. This will connect to over there in the future, I guess. Our great library is doing well, but we need way more books. I mean, there are some already in there, and by some I mean 15,000. But we can store more than 100,000, so yeah. Our printing presses are working on that. Okay, let's see. How are we coming along? Pillar is being built. This is dynamited. Is it done? It is. So remove the platforms. And can I now place an underground pile here? Yes, for logs. How does that look? Okay-ish. Doesn't look too bad. So that's something. What about over there? Yeah, we can now finally detonate those bits. Build a storage, well, a medium warehouse here. And the efficient farmhouse on top of that. You are now obviously complaining that you can't access the other bits, which is easily fixed by doing this. And now you are complaining that you can't access the upper bits over there because we removed the staircase. So now this should reach everything apart from those 4 sunflower seed. Well, but those can be reached from this farmhouse. Oh no, yeah, we are going to remove this one. Well, never mind. Then we have 4 sunflowers which cannot be reached. Great. I could fix this by moving everything one further down, right? No. No, I can't. Okay, never mind. It's going to be like this. I think we had sunflowers over there. This is probably going to be potatoes. Yeah. And stair needs to go here. Okay, so this farmhouse is built. Let's remove the old one. And also the storage for sunflower seeds. So This then needs to be sunflower seeds. Probably set to supply, right? No, just accept. Okay, whatever. Remove it. Excuse me for sneezing if I didn't cut that out. Remove everything here. Fill that up with dirt. What's the problem? There's a path, right? Yeah. Fill that up with dirt and plant sunflower. I can't plant something on, well, not yet built dirt. We can also work on this. Dynamite this bit. Okay, in the meantime, what happened over here? Is something stopping you from doing stuff? No, you are still working on that. I think it's okay, yeah. This is now completely contaminated. Again, we fixed that in the last episode and now it happened again. Great. Yeah, but, well, okay. That was to be expected. What else? Why do we have 2 patches of dried out seedlings here? That probably has to do something with this water level and this irrigation thingy and this irrigation thingy. Not reaching here. We'll deal with that as soon as we know the final, you know, the final desired height of this lake. Okay, this dynamite is here. Let's detonate it and build stairs down. Then get rid of those and those stairs. And connect this with a path like so. I think this looks nicer. It's still a bit weird, but I think it's nice. And oh, we have died due to being flooded. What? This should be flooded. That's Spatter Dog and you probably can't be reached. Yeah. Oh, come on. I guess I also did mess up with this aquatic farmhouse here. Or did they change the range of the farmhouses? So we should probably move this up by maybe even over here. Then all those sunflowers won't be reachable again. Okay, so this farmhouse can't reach those anyway. Which means I'll put the aquatic farmhouse over here and just hope that this will be enough. Not sure what we are going to do with this area, which can't be reached by this farmhouse. Ah, great. Oh, those blueberry bushes died. Yeah, we need a temporary forester over here as well. And we have to tell you to plant those blueberry bushes again. And dandelion. Oh, that's also... yeah. And this tree, chestnut tree. And this chestnut tree, okay. Okay, so everything's replanted. remove this again, plant some carrots here again, and clear the planting area for the looks. I think that's about right. This is now finally removed as well. I had to build those stairs here because that was too far away from my path. What about over here? Let's detonate this bit. And build stairs down, and then a tunnel. Hold on. This is our zip line. Okay, we can be one further ahead. Yeah. Or is that... Oh, that's water overflow. Must not touch this, so... So this is fine, and you won't be able to build that. Great. Now we can build stairs up there so that they can work on it. Okay. Bad fight ended, that's something. Which should clean... Well, this should then be clean again. In, I guess, at the end of the... we'll see how long it takes. Just remember that I wanted to, but didn't build small warehouses here for the construction material of this thing. Pretty sure you shouted on me at me in your mind already for not doing this again. But now I remembered, better late than never. Was thinking about building another, you know, construction, transportation, zipline station here, but don't think it's worth it. We did that with the temple, of course. And now we still have this. I guess now it's for sightseeing station here. That said, they're using it for walking over to the construction site, so yeah. Okay, we can now finally dynamite this bits for the aquatic farmhouse relocation, which now includes those bits, not those two. Come on, really? You know what? and that's completely weird. But I'm gonna build a temporary aquatic farmhouse here, just to replant those. Oh, what did I remove here? That was a scarecrow, wasn't it? I think so, yeah. Logs and paper, yes, it was a scarecrow. Yeah, I'm now moving those stairs over here. Maybe then this is reachable. It is. Nice. Don't even need this. Do I? Nope, don't even need this. So... no idea in what direction this thing looked. Let's say like so. Replant carrots again. This has a higher priority. Oh, editing will be a pain again. I hope it's interesting to watch at least. Watch me do random stuff while we're actually just waiting for this to be finished. Oh, but we... no, we cannot yet see the waterfall. What it's going to look like cascading, I guess. Okay, this farmhouse is operational, so remove this one and those stairs. And then we can replant. What do we have over here? Cattail. Sound went down. Okay, weird. Okay. I adjusted something. If the audio is now off, sorry for that. You know what? While we are at it, again, please tell me what you want me to do on this map. We are starting to run out of, well, not really space, but you know, interesting space. We'll do something here with this lake. We need to get the food production up for all the different kinds of food. As you can see, we're extremely low on those. I still wanna work on this mountain here so that it looks natural. But then that's pretty much what I have in mind for this map. I mean, it's been 50 episodes, so we had our time here and our fun. This is not the last episode. It's not nearly the last one, but I'm not sure if I have. I don't know. I don't think I have 10 episodes in me as of right now. So if you have any more ideas, feel free to let to write them in the comments below. And while you're there, hit that like and subscribe buttons, because as of recording, I'm only 2 subscriptions short of 1,000, and that would be great. Okay, I think now it's time to redo the scaffolding bit, or you know, undo it rather. Yeah, I don't think we need that any longer. So it will just be, I guess... Come on, stairs down. That should do the trick. And they'll be able to build the rest here, right? Yeah. This is set for Badwater. And those, I think I should close those down there. Not sure if we ever need them. Yeah, I guess we don't. Water cannot go over there, which is intended. Well, we'll see if we keep those or remove those 2 levees. Right, how are we coming along with this tunnel for the power shaft? You did that, you obviously cannot do this, and thus cannot do... Oh! How were you able to build this one? Oh, from above. So this one's not needed. And those also were not needed. Never mind, now we have them. Build this back up with dirt. Yeah. And then... This will not be a vertical power shaft, this will go over here and then go down, 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 over there, and then we'll need to connect those bits with a tunnel, and in order to dig that, you probably also need to do this, which is okay for access now. Where are you guys going? Oh, you're collecting the logs and stuff, the resources. I don't know if that's a good idea. Everything's contaminated here. 16 unwell. Great. Do we still have antidote? Yeah. I think 300's not... That's not a lot. Did I store more over there somewhere? 1,700 on the map. That should be more than enough. Let's see. This is done as well. Okay. So we can now build or rebuild the power connection. I think I need to do that bit by bit, right? So power shaft here. Yeah, I need to do that bit by bit. Well, okay. Right, so this is operational now. This means we can get rid of those stairs, and we shall now do the last bit of connection here. Which means get rid of those things, yes. And build a vertical power shaft. up here. And that should be it. We can backfill this with dirt. And since this is no longer connected or even needed, we can also remove it. Hold on, there's a better way. Just to make it look nice, I guess I'm gonna cover this up. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, why not? Okay, so this means all the tiny side projects that I did are now completed, right? I mean, there's a whole lot of rubble lying around. We'll get to that eventually. I mean, no storage. Need to build more log storage in this district, which is not really necessary. Yeah, we'll see. This seems to have completely dried up, more or less. Come on, show me the water. Yeah, we have some bad water left in here. I think we can connect this bit so that at least this part is also drained. Why not? Can you reach this? Yeah. No need to make that the highest priority. Okay, and what about this thing? Oh, that's also done. Perfect. So, let's see. We want to have this maw thing, this, well, Charybdis inspired. Well, it's gonna be a structure, right? It's not an actual ancient beast or monster or whatever. Leviathan. So, let's see. Technically, it will be a drain. Those two tiles will be where the water drops. So, well, it will drop right here, right? So if we want to have the looks of this dropping into the middle of a 2x2, then this shall be the hole. Yeah. So, well, a maw-like thing, that's probably sluices pointing on the inside. Oh, can't do that. Ah, come on. Okay, well, be creative. Sluices. Oh, that's close to a symbol that we don't want it to resemble. Sorry, can't do that. Okay, we'll have to do something like this and mix it around a bit. Hold on, how high is our lake going to be? This level? Or more like... this level? I want to plant some things, maybe this level. So... you know what? I'm gonna play around with the time lapse and we'll see what this is going to look like. I mean, I like the concept. I'm really just not sure if that's, you know, big enough. Do I need to add another layer around this? Really don't know. I really don't know. This is too far to be reached. Well, let's have them build that from over here. I'm not sure if that's impressive enough, you know what I mean? I've decided that this is already going to be land, so the lake will be up to here. Obviously we'll have to dynamite down here so that we'll have overflow going out there. And then think about something. I want this lake to have more water than this. Maybe we'll connect the good water sources via a tunnel or a pipe to over there, and the spring will be somewhere over here. And then the water will run down here. Well, if this is full, the overflow will run down here up to this point. And then good water overflow will go over there. Or maybe even good water overflow could also drain here. I don't know. Well, maybe. And the bad water will drop down here and be, you know, consumed. And then we'll have to dig something to go out of the map there, because I'm not sure if we can rely on the same pipe here. I'll think for a bit before we end this episode, but I think I need your feedback on this. Is this too small? Adding another layer around would make it bigger. I'm not sure if it would make it more impressive. I mean, it looks not bad. I'll put the thing up for comparison again, hopefully, over here somewhere. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna work a little bit longer in this video for the overflow, or for the, you know, to get rid of the bad water here, or the water. But you can already write down in the comments below what you think of this thing, if this is big enough, or if you would, well, any ideas are appreciated. Oh wow, I just noticed that the decorative dams here don't work. Because, well, they're letting water through, and that's not intended. My bad. Gotta fix this. Well, not a big deal. How far did we get here? What? Where is now? Oh, there. Okay, that's still quite a bit to do. And I have started to dynamite a path here for the overflow water from the lake. Yeah, have to think about something. Maybe maybe I'm gonna put floodgates here. I don't know yet. This is just a rough shape. I guess I can dynamite this though. Probably gonna build floodgates here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this bit is done. At the last last second of our wet season. We had some overflow here, so that's why we have water down there, but it's gone already. Yeah, I think we can work with that. So this lake has now a maximum height of, well, what we can now see. So that means we can maybe play around with the overflow here, so that it'll also happen. So that some will also drain down there. Don't know yet, we'll see how this turns out. Even if submerged with water, this looks quite okay. Maybe, yeah, maybe this needs another ring. Again, tell me in the comments below. What I also think what we want to do is have this down there be darker, you know. Supposed to be a mall or something. So I think the darkest option is to go with impermeable floor, because this is the lowest that we can dig. Yeah, just so impermeable floor just for the looks. And we have not yet reached the edge of the map here, but that's fine. I probably could have reused this. Yeah, never mind. Right, I'll just wait till they have finished the tunnel and then we'll end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, was a bit of back and forth. So again, tell me if I should stick to one or maybe two, or, well, one or maybe two projects. Let's say one main project and maybe a side project for one episode, because this was, yeah, quite a bit of back and forth. But if you don't mind, also tell me that. Okay, well, this thing is almost done. And as soon as it is, the lake will immediately dry up completely again, right? Because, well, the entryway here is still connected. Yeah, not a big deal. I also built those two temporary pumps so that we can get a little bit of fresh water boost back for Beaverome here. Not that they are not permanently needed, but I don't know if they will stay here. So I just, yeah, temporary, you know, spot for them. So this lake will drain immediately, which means we'll have to close this bit here, so that the, I guess, maw is no longer connected to the lake. Are we through? No, not yet. Oh, materials are there, but I didn't build it, as always. How do we have a 70-hour workday? Sorry about that, guys. I guess that was like this for a very long time now. Or did I, again, click this thing instead of going down a layer here? Can't remember. Well, you should get your 8 hours of sleep. Well, not sleep. Eating, recreation time, everything plus sleep. Never mind. Now we have completed this tunnel, and as we can see, we can't really. Yeah, we can. Now everything's draining here. So pause the game. Yeah, pause the game and then fill this up with dirt, I guess. And I guess this one as well. You can work on those at the same time. Okay. Highest priority. Unpause, do it before the whole water is gone. And then I just hope I didn't miss another spot where the water can get inside the mall from, you know, around here. Come on, fill it. Yeah, okay. And then this one. Come on. Everything's here. Just, you know, finish it. Finish the job. Guys, this one is doing it. Sulia. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. What I also didn't do is check the sluices. Closed. Everything should be closed. You sluices are here for visual purposes. I think I got everyone. Nope, didn't. Well, those in there, I guess, are not connected to the lake, so not a big deal, but let's see, is there... Oh, this one is still open, okay. And this one is still open. And we don't want to see this path. I guess we can leave the rest in. Well... Okay. I think it's okay. Right. Let's end this episode here. For the, 500th time. Tell me in the comments below what you think about this. Is this too small? Should I make this bigger? Add an extra layer? Do you want me... Well, do you not like it at all? Do you have a better idea? Do you have any other ideas for this whole map? Tell me in the comments below, and while you're there, hit that like and subscribe buttons. That would really help a ton. And I will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a good one. Bye bye.